I'm coming out, so you better get this party started. I'm coming out, I'm coming. Hello, Taylor, with Stitchin', Bitchin', and more. Yes, yes, we do. We miss Nana for sure. For sure. I just got reminded of her today. I had seen a creator had put out a video with Nana, and so what I thought I would do, I don't think anybody else is paying attention to me, Taylor, so thank you for being in chat. What I thought I would do was show the very first time that I was ever on YouTube. And that was up on Nana's Angels. Hello, Applejacks. Was on Nana's. I had never been on a channel, on a panel ever. And so it was 2 days before what they called Summer's Day, which was Summer's Day, Summer Wells Day. And I had wrote the Appalachia Princess about Summer, and she wanted me to come up there and read it. Now, I wear my t-shirt every once in a while that I have, that I actually won. On her channel, she was doing a little Q&A contest. Hey, hey, flies. Are you kidding? The 27th, it'll be a year and a month. It just seems like yesterday. Yesterday. All my troubles seem so far away. Yes. So I thought I would show you guys that. But I have to warn you, I am one fugly person, okay? So, it's like Medusa. When you look at her, everybody turns to stone, right? That is Medusa, right? Yeah, if I remember right, it's Medusa. And so, like I said, for 2 days, I had cried and cried over Summer. But it was really cool when I actually won the t-shirt. And it says, I won a Q&A or something. And then just a little place on the back, it says Nana's Angels. And I will keep that thing forever. Forever. But I've heard a lot of people mentioning Nana, and not in a, I'm not saying that they're saying negative things about Nana, but they're bringing out things that I don't understand. These creators are fighting with each other, which I don't care about. Believe me, I don't care. They can say whatever they want. But one creator, was saying that certain people unalived Nana. And thank you, Flies. Let's definitely get her link up there. Nana's content is still up, you guys. So please go check it out. Go over and watch it, for real. So, at that time, all I said about the situation was, please don't do that. Please don't blame any individuals for what happened to Myra. Okay? Myra hadn't been feeling well. She hadn't. And what a lot of people don't understand is Myra loved her channel. She loved her channel. And I've talked about this before. Oh, hey, Kirst. I know you do. I know you do. Well, it's just Applejacks. It's just creators bickering back and forth with each other. So, I asked, please don't do that. Well, now, these people just, please don't use Nana to um to go after other people. I'm asking that doesn't happen. Just like I ask that person to please do not put on anyone's shoulders that they were any cause for with what happened to Myra. If y'all want to think that, then think it all you want to. But Nana was Nana, you guys. She was human just like all the rest of us. She was. A certain creator was rude to Nana. The way he spoke to her was ridiculous. Well, not on. Hey, Mishu, long time no see. You went on panel with Nana too. That was the first. Hey, Katie. That was the first panel I'd ever been on. You were close to her too, Taylor. I love Nana to pieces. And one thing I'll say is, as with anybody, right? Anybody who has a friend and they end up bickering about something, it doesn't mean that, and you may not talk to them for a while, but it doesn't mean that you didn't love that person as a friend, right? Oh, girl, I would be on the phone with her for 3 or 4 hours sometimes. Like I said, I would troll her online and on the phone, and she would cuss me out. Hey, Genevieve. Yes, Nana is how me and Genevieve met. Absolutely. And I know when Nana passed away, Genevieve called me, which I'm so glad you did, Genevieve, because that kind of, me and Genevieve hadn't talked for a while. So, Genevieve rang, and it was a really nice conversation. Yeah, yeah, she introduced me to Nano, for real. She did. Um, what the hell is that? Um, she introduced me to Nano for life. She introduced me to a lot of us met on Nana's. Absolutely. Hey, Stephen. Long time no see. What you been doing? We're just hanging out tonight, talking about Nana's angels. Well, good. I'm glad you do, Taylor. Everybody needs somebody to love them. For real, for real. Um, so yeah, there's just so much good to talk about with Nana and stuff. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Taylor. Um, yeah, that's sad. Actually, watching you live when the girls call me with the news. You were watching me. Oh, I cursed. The thing about it was, um, that day, I didn't know that she had passed away. And I was doing that live, and I didn't feel right. I just didn't feel right. It was like something was off, and I didn't know what it was. And then later on, when I found out, uh, Yes, the song. The song, yes. I think I have that, Genevieve. I think I have that. I was speaking of her that day. Well, hopefully I wasn't giving her a lot of hell. Look, this is the thing, and we are all grown ass adults here. If if you guys think that I do not believe that when me and Nana, I'm sorry, when me and Myra, and I'll say her name was Myra. Um, when we quit speaking, if you guys think that I don't know that somewhere down the line Myra was like, freaking Mary's a bitch, then I don't know what to tell you, because I'm sure she did. But it was nothing that I was going to go say things about her. You all wouldn't let me record it. Y'all just ran with it. What are you talking about, Genevieve? Uh, no, Taylor, that was Genevieve and Nan. That was Genevieve and Nano, right? I was. Was I giving her hell for something? I loved her though. I did. I was, I think, and I'm just going to be honest with you guys. Um, yeah, I love Nana to pieces. I love Myra to pieces. Where, honestly, where we started to part ways was when she started becoming fond of a creator. I'll just say that. Oh, the YouTubian stuff. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the YouTubian stuff, which really wasn't that big of a deal. But she was very upset with me. She was upset with me over it wasn't really about the YouTubian stuff. It was about something else that, I'm not gonna get into. But yeah. But yes. On what poem, Genevieve? I don't remember, you guys, but I have the live. I have the live. I can pull it up. But you guys, and you may think that I'm wrong. And if you think I'm wrong, please tell me that Myra's not here. She's not here. And I think that, yes, that is a beautiful butterfly. I just think if people want to fight with each other and call each other out and call each other liars and whatever is going on, I I'm sure that y'all can find somewhere else to find what you're looking for, and not use Myra. That bothers me. That bothers me. But yeah, the YouTubian stuff. I mean, I still got all my text. I still got all my texts from her. But yeah, that situation didn't have. I think there was something else. Um, Not necessarily her or I. It was another person. Don't fight using Nana against each other. It's disrespectful to her memory. One son's going through it pretty tough. Her daughter seems to be doing well. I know that she talked about her grandkids. She loved her grandkids. You've been through to your... Oh, through yours. I never got rid of any texts that her and I ever sent to each other. And I would never put them out online. Never. But I guess I'm just a different kind of character, because if I got mad at flies, the last person's text and things that I'm going to put out on YouTube is flies and my text to each other. Especially I'm just not like that. I don't think so, Cursed. I would hope that it would be up there for a long time. All right, are you guys ready to see the ugly remain calm? Are you ready? And I'm going to show it. And we're going to laugh about it. We're going to laugh at how ugly I am. But Nana was so gracious to let me up there. And, hey, Miss Justice. And, what do you mean? What do you mean there's reasons? I hope they don't take it down. Discovering the truth. So, release the Kraken. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready. Close your eyes, okay? Don't look at me. Do not look at me. I will get embarrassed. Embarrassed, I'm telling you. Okay. I do pop over there too. I'd pop over there too. Absolutely. All right. This is Nana's Angels. Nana's Angels. Nana. Okay, I used to love to... I'd love to aggravate her. Now, one thing I'll say, because y'all know I like to say the F word, okay? And one day she was like, Mary, how would she say it? Mary, don't say that. Don't say that word. Then I was like, you let Don be on your panel and he said the F word 100,000 times. But she didn't want me to say it. Maybe she was trying to teach me how to be a lady. Myra, were you trying to teach me how to be a lady? Okay. All right. And believe me, it's so weird because I'm in there. I'm in the chat. I'm actually in the chat under my real name and then remain calm. So I said stuff like, aren't you going to mod me? And stuff like that. It was really weird. But I was in there under both of them. All right. This is Nana's Angels. And this is where the first time I was ever on somebody's channel, up on panel. And like I said, she was just, she was the best person. If you had never been on a panel before, she was a great channel to do that. For real. She really was. Okay, I don't know what you guys are going to get. I don't know what you're going to get, but I know I look like shit. But like I said, you know, I had been a couple days just heartbroken over Summer. So, all right. Now, she had a co-host. I feel stupid. I know her name. I forget what her YouTube name was. What was it, you guys? Because I don't want to say her real name. I don't want to say her real name. No filter. Thank you, Flies. No, it wasn't Rockin' Robin. It was Jen, No Filter. And I used to laugh at her so much. No, it wasn't Dippy. It was Jen. Her YouTube name was called No Filter. And she was Nana's co-host for quite a while. So I used to laugh at Nana so much. Yeah, her and Jen were something else. They were something else. Never a dull moment with them two together, for sure. All right, like I said, I'm very ugly. I'm still ugly. Okay, I am. I don't care. I'm one of the ugliest people on YouTube. That's just my looks. I got a really pretty heart. All right.
Good.
Yeah, my daughter helped me. She's so sweet. God, is that what
Are
I
you
sound
ready?
like for me to read this?
I am ready. After you tell your daughter I said thank you very much.
I will. I will tell her that. My poor granddaughter's got a sore throat today. That's what I was saying. I didn't want to get in their pool because that wouldn't be a very good grandma to do that. Myra knew my grandkids' names. She knew my daughter's names. If she was having a problem with something, she would ask me to ask my daughter how she could take care of it. And my daughter was always willing to let her know that if it was something that she could guide her through doing, she was always there. Always there. We are going back to the beginning. Yeah, I'm telling you, for sure. Thank you, Mishu. Thank you. All right, you ready?
Yep, we're ready.
Okay. All right, this is where I came up to read the Appalachian Princess. So you're going to hear me reading that, okay? I call this little writing the Appalachian Princess. To tell the story of Summer Moon Utah Wells, we must rely on others. Only 5 years old at the time she went missing, now 6, her little life before this was dictated by those around her. Her mom and dad, grandmother, and 3 older brothers were the most relevant ones who could tell us about this little girl. And of course, we know not what the boys have said, but the 3 main adults in her life couldn't tell us much. And what they did tell us of Summer sounded more like a script they were rehearsing for a big budget movie. Jose Roman and Miss Robin from church gave us more of an idea as to Summer's persona, and for that we are grateful. So I feel very grateful to be given this chance to try to make Summer's life mean something more than what has been shown and told so far, to take out the bad and bring out the good. At 3 feet tall, she can be called scrawny. Half pint is what Jose called her, and that was a term of endearment because she was just a tiny thing. Her long legs can run faster than any of her brothers, and when chasing them on their dirt bikes, she can definitely keep up as if to say, I will always be faster. She loves her brothers, and even though most times they were her keeper, they would never maliciously harm her, put her in harm's way, or let others harm her. She can definitely put them in line. She loves beautiful things in life, her compassion to the people and to her animals, and of course, Yucky can be seen in pictures. Videos show her love for Robin, her Sabbath school teacher from the Seventh-day Adventist Church, where she would run as fast as she could through the church, which she most often did, just for her big hug and, of course, to be held. The way that she would gently stroke Miss Robin's cheek to get her attention was so special and a beautiful show of affection. Looking into those beautiful eyes so deep blue, they seem to look through you as if knowing what you're thinking. She loved to sing, and that showed at church when Robin and the ladies would sing hymns, and with Robin holding her, she would move her little mouth just to keep up. Dancing was something I can see Summer doing to her favorite song, Godzilla, which of course I'm sure was played over and over. And each time she played it, she belted out the words for, as anyone with kids or grandkids know, well, heck, even some adults do it. As far as My House by New Breed, I will say it's a good song. The words not really fitting for a child, but I can almost bet that when her mom played it on the TV, that Summer heard the music and the beat, not listening to the words. Summer loves Frozen. Elsa is her favorite, and I'm sure like most little girls, she knew the song, Let It Go, Let It Go. I can almost see her throwing her arms up in the air, spinning around, a sight any of us would love to see now. She wants to be a princess, and it doesn't matter why her head was shaved. It'll grow back, and I just know it will be long, blonde, and beautiful. And as she twirls, it will flow with her. Okay, wait, I'm over. Of course, she was a tomboy also and loved to fish, swim, and play in the mud. And who doesn't love to play in the mud or run around in the rain? I know people are going to say, why am I trying to normalize Summer's life when it was said her life was anything but normal? And I will tell you why. Summer didn't recognize her abuse. Sorry. She didn't know her mistreatment. And she was just a little mountain girl who loved to run around barefoot and be free in an area that could have been her hell. I'm not done yet. I could go on, but I want everybody, do me a favor. Let me find where I'm at. Okay. I want everybody to close your eyes. Just for a minute, close your eyes. Picture summer swing. Picture the tree, the road, and the base itself. Now picture Summer sitting on that swing. Let's put her in the most beautiful dress you can imagine. Imagine her hair long and flowing. Now I want you to give her a push. You know she likes to go high. So you can hear her telling you, higher, higher, as you push Summer in the swing with her giggling and laughing. And as she is going up, I want you to look and the landscape the beautiful mountains she called home. And maybe, just maybe, we can imagine that's one of the reasons she loved to speak.
That was beautiful, Mary.
Thank you. Thank you. I
Thank
about
you.
lost it a couple times. I've cried for 2 days trying to write about this. I've been writing about summer for a year. And I've heard some horrible things come out of his mouth about that little girl. And it's devastating for me because, and I don't talk about it a lot, but I was Summer 55 years ago. My mom was an alcoholic, bad things. Hey, Poppy.
Can you step closer to your mic, sweetheart, so we can hear you?
I said, Summer, I was Summer 55 years ago. And my mother was an alcoholic. And just following this case, I mean, it just brought back so much for me. And it's just hard to think of what that baby went through. One thing Myra had was compassion. She could be rough, but she had compassion. And I think that's why it's hard for me when I see people bickering back and forth, and they want to I don't want to say they want to use Myra to do it, but they're kind of using Myra to do it. It is nice, isn't it, Kirst? It is nice. Some of these people I haven't seen since Nana. But oh my gosh, her and Jen, no filter, they were a hoot together. They were a hoot.
Do you want to tell everybody what you discovered the other day?
What part?
Your connection to Beach Creek.
Oh, okay. Well, I believe it was one of the goats, and I'd have to get my family tree out. But
This is true.
They married a Meek, 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 which is a distant relative of mine.
So you can go up there and stomp your feet and say, I want to know the truth. I'm part of this place.
Yeah, go up there and take Candace by what little hair she's got and throw her off there and send Don soon after her if he gets out of jail. Tell him they ain't coming back.
Thank you, Miss Mary. They're saying it was beautiful.
Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it. I didn't do too bad for my first time in the YouTubian galaxy, I must say.
YouTubian galaxy? Oh, wow. I don't think
so. That's what was funny about the YouTubian galaxy. I had talked with Nana. Let me get my ugly picture off there. Oh my God, that is horrible. I had talked with Nana about if I ever started a channel that I wanted it to be around what I called the YouTubian galaxy. Now, the way I would spell it was UTUBIAN galaxy. So, we had a lot of conversations. If I would ever start a channel, this is what I wanted. I would want it to reference the YouTubian galaxy. Myra and I just talked about so many things, so many different things. And like I said, I don't even blame me and Myra not talking anymore on me and Myra. Because what happens a lot on YouTube people will have a relationship, and it's not so much that you and that person even have an issue. It's other people who insert themselves and end up causing uh, more of an issue, if that makes sense. If that makes sense. And it was just, and I told Myra myself, so anything that I'm saying isn't something that I did not voice to Myra, okay? Because I did. But it was heartbreaking for me to see some things that were transpiring in her life with a certain person, and sometimes if you see your friend going through something, and your friend confides in you things, what I learned is when you converse back with those people, sometimes you got to be very careful in what you say or how you give them an opinion on what they're telling you, because sometimes it will backfire. It will backfire. You guys understand what I'm saying, right? Another person that I adored that's not on YouTube anymore, as far as I know, was Dino. And Dino took the reading of the Appalachian Princess and put it to video. She put it to video. It was the most beautiful thing I think I ever had anybody do for me. And I'm not sure what happened, but they're not on YouTube anymore. And their channel's not up, so I can't actually go over and find that for real. But we did have a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. And I loved to hear her laugh. I really did love to hear her laugh. But a lot of things that people argue and bicker about, you know, sometimes if you really look at situations, yeah, dynamite, cursed. If you really look at situations, uh, a lot of stuff isn't worth fighting with someone over. It's really not. I don't like to fight, period. I really don't. But then again, I'm not going to sit back and be harassed, called names, um, and stuff like that. I'm not going to let someone look on YouTube. I really don't care. I don't care. I don't care what people call me. They can call me names or whatever. But in my personal life, no, that shit ain't gonna happen. There is nobody gonna verbally threaten me when I walk out my fucking front door. That shit ain't gonna happen. But on YouTube, it's a little different. I mean, I'm talking to y'all, but I'm talking to y'all through a monitor. Yes, cursed. I think you're absolutely right on that. I think you're right on that. So, oh, Lord help me. Jesus, take the wheel. Take it from my hand. And I'm not talking bad about Jen from No Filter, but she used to crack me up. Myra would bust her out for different things that Jen had done and jobs that she had. We'll just put it like that. And I would be like, "Oh my gosh, Myra, I can't believe you just said that to her." But they had a really good relationship. Um, I I kind of know what happened. Well, I do know what happened there. Um, but I don't remember ever Myra. Once Jen wasn't her co host anymore, I don't remember Myra ever publicly um, saying unkind things about Jen. Now, could she have? Sure, she could have. Um, but even after the fact, she never she never said anything unkind about her at all. Um, yeah, got her dazed and confused channel taken down. Oh yeah, Dino took her channel down herself. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But I'll tell you what tickled me about Myra too, because she always acted so innocent. She acted so innocent all the time. Like, if I would mention something to her, she'd be like, "Oh my gosh, I ain't never heard of that, Mary." I love talking to her about stuff, and she'd be like, "You're embarrassing me." And I'm like, "You're on the phone with me. How can I be embarrassing you?" Uh, guess it'd be a doxing issue. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Jody Sue's channel's still there. She's live talking crap about CCT. I don't I don't even know who CCT is. Yeah, yeah. I came in after all the start drama because of name and Lil Wing both spoke from the heart. Whose name? I don't know who name is. Oh, Crystal's Crime Time. Oh, there's always something going on with Crystal. There's always something going on with Crystal. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, Gene Ellen. Little Wing sang a song. I don't know what you're talking about. Spoke spoke from the heart about what? Spoke from the heart about what? I my psychic powers are not working very well. Oh, I think so too, Cursed. I think so too. Well, I mean, Jody Sue Brown's a great example that people just automatically didn't like her. There were some people who made fun of her cancer. Um, Everybody made fun of the way she talked, but she talks that way because of the thyroid cancer. but sometimes when Jody's talking about something, she makes a lot of sense. She does make sense. Now, do you have to kind of try to figure out the lingo? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, that's why you got to listen. You got to listen really hard to it. For real. I'll drop the link again if anybody wants to come up and tell me a Nana Angel story. When she called me flies on the toilet water. Yeah, you called her sauerkraut, Sue. That is funny because that's actually in the chat that I just showed from Myra's. That's in the chat. I gotta get my ugly face off there. But yeah, Nana let me in there. I'm trying to see Genevieve because I know that song's in here. Let me see if I can go through it a little quick. Hold on. Because that song is in here.
Even all these years later, and when I first started, watching Summer Pace and learning, and I thought she was at that age where her mind was figuring it out.
Right.
She was getting ready to go to school. I'm sure when she started going to church that they were teaching her good touch, bad touch. And I believe this summer was big. She was getting ready to let some things known that they didn't want.
Wow. I'm listening to my own words talking about summer. Oh, you mean, oh, you're talking about her and Jen? Yeah. Well, I mean, discovering the truth. There's probably other people that you've watched on social media that's been the same way. In the bushes. I don't think none of us need the drama going on YouTube at all. But it's going around on YouTube, a lot of it. I believe it or not, I hate to say it because I don't call myself a YouTube creator. I really don't. Um, you know, but I've had to literally quit watching a lot of stuff too. I really did. I mean, even with Summer's case, yeah, you're blocked for life over there, Flies. She blocked me. Yeah. Yeah. Curse, that's why I always have that saying, oh my God, let me get my ugly ass picture off of there. Lord help us. Hang on. But that's why I always say you'll get there when you get there. But even with Summer's case, I had to quit. Yeah, I'm a commentator. Hey, let's lurk. I'm a commentator. But with Summer's case, it got to the point where it just became so much nonsense. And so I kind of had to make a choice. Do I want to fill my head full of a lot of nonsense, or do I want to keep it where what I know and have researched and covered, you know, that factual information, do I want to keep that tucked away, or do I want to let all that chaotic nonsense fill my head? And I chose the latter. I caught myself doing it also with Sebastian Rogers, where the nonsense just got to be so much that I couldn't watch it anymore. I couldn't watch it anymore. But a lot of times when individuals are being called liars, two words that are very strong words to me: liars and hate. Oh, thank you, Jean Ellen. I hope you're well too. Yeah, I agree. I agree that, you know, you can go around YouTube and call people liars all day long. Now, of course, most people, if you call them a liar, they want to see receipts. They want to see receipts. Now, especially with Jody Sue, I mean, she talked about living across from the wells, things that she had seen that she didn't necessarily have receipts for. But some of it kind of fit with the story. There were things that Jody said that made a lot of sense to me. If Jody said something that I was like, I don't believe that, I just would ignore it. I just would ignore it. But I know a lot of people didn't watch her either because her lives were so long. But I don't say anything about that because I've had a couple really long lives also. But it's sad that I don't know. Hey, Linda, I don't really want to show what brought this out of me today. I want people to, if they're gonna talk about Myra, talk about all the good stuff. But to want to, I don't want to think about Myra just because somebody comes out and says this person's a liar about Myra, saying something about Myra. This person's a liar. What I would have loved to have seen was a video saying, look at our Nana's Angels. Find a funny clip. Let us hear her laugh. That's what I wish. So I don't even know if I want to show what what made me even want to come on and thank you, Curse. Yes, ma'am, Linda. We said it. We hang out on the porch, do a little drinking, whatever you want to drink. But I didn't agree with Nana all the time. And I really didn't. But I remember, I'll never forget, I told her one of the first times that we had a conversation on the phone. And I said, you know what, Myra? I want to see you succeed. I want your channel to succeed. And whatever you need, let me know. And at the drop of the hat, I would look stuff up, or she would send me something, and I got so tickled to her one time. I'm telling you, I was like, Myra. Ugh. So she sent me the newspaper article on, I think it was 32 people who had been arrested in Tennessee. It was like a PILL situation and all kinds of stuff. And the names throughout that 32 people were Lawson and gosh, what else? There were quite a few names, right? Quite a few names. So she sent it to me. So I read it. I read it and I wrote down all these ideas. And I said, okay, Myra, you can take this article and, hey, Lisa, and right here's 5 different things that you can talk about from just this one article. And I mean, I wanted it to be perfect for her. And she says, Mary, I just wanted to know if I could use it. And I said, what do you mean? And she said, yeah, can I use it without getting in trouble? And I said, Myra, it's a newspaper article. And I was like, girl, why didn't you just ask me that? Instead, I've spent 2 days. I was like, girl, okay. Okay, girl. Oh my gosh. Okay. You sent it to me in a community post? Whose community post? In my community post? Well, hold on. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. To your dreams. How are you sending it to me in my community post? Hold on. Hold on to your dreams. Hold on. Even though it seems. Did you get the right one? I don't know. It's not there. Didn't just collab with other creators. I got ideas from her subs. Always reminded us it wasn't just her channel, it was everybody's, and it made everybody feel included. I just pulled up my community page, Jay. And I'm sorry I didn't see it. For real. So what do you what is that? Do you play the drums? Is that what that is on your channel? I checked, it was there, but now not. Which post is it on, Jay? Here, I'll pull it up again. I absolutely will. Do you play the drums, though? Community page. I don't have, I don't know where you put it, if you put it in here. Oh, yeah, I seen that when I went over to check you out. I seen that you played the drums. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. Well, if it was there, I'm not finding it. I am looking. Oh, Facebook. I got you. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Facebook's a little different. Facebook is a little different. That's a whole nother vibe. Facebook is a whole nother vibe. Okay. Hold on. Let me go to. Is it on my no, it wouldn't be on there. I don't see it anywhere. I'm sorry, but I do not see it anywhere. So I'm not sure. I am not sure. Nana for Life's been because I love Nana. Nana for Life's been going around and re-putting up the some of the summer's posters, which is so cool. Thank you, Nana for Life. She went and hung some fresh ones up because we know the weather, you know. The weather will do it. All right, should I show why? Yeah, I'm not seeing a link anywhere either. For real. For real, for real. But you guys, I'm not freaking anybody. And you know, I can go and ask people to please don't, do this, or please don't say that someone had anything to do with Myra's passing. I could ask people to, if you want to call somebody out, call them a liar or whatever. Can you find something else to call them a liar about, without, having to kind of use Myra as the example on why you believe this person lied or whatever. And honestly, that's not my fight. Whatever's going on with people is not my fight. But it bothers me just to, I guess, have Nana's name put out there like that. Because even though you're trying to, you say, prove that this individual's lying, I don't know. Do you think I should just show it, Flies? I am asking for your input on this one. I'm always curious how far the Balloons Nano release went, and I randomly check the video to see if any's been found. You typed the whole song and sent it to me on my community page. I don't think, yeah, it might have been too many words. You can email it to me. You want my email? I know Genevieve, Nana for Life got together. I'm telling you guys, Genevieve has a beautiful voice. A beautiful voice. If you guys ever heard her sing, I mean, wow. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Hey, Jay, there's my email. You can feel free to email me. That's what I was thinking too, so I'm not going to show it. I'm not. Actually, I'm taking it off. Because it just talks about, it brings up things that, it just brings up things that I just don't think need to be brought up. She's not here. She's not here. And Nana she was human just like all of us. She was a human being. Okay, I want to find where Genevieve was singing. Okay, there's Robin, Rockin' Robin up there. There's Tina and Jen. Jen was so freaking funny. That is Common Sense. Let me see if this is it. Is that Little Wings singing that? I don't know. Genevieve, I'm trying to find it because Genevieve, I'm telling you guys, Genevieve has the most beautiful voice. Beautiful voice. Hey, Sandy. Yeah, I'm not going to play it. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. I just think that it would just be too disrespectful to Nana. Oh, that's John Davis on there. Hold on. Let me get through John Davis. Okay. I'm trying to get to the part where, because it has to be past where I said what I was saying. I'll pull it up. I'm waving back, Sandy. Nana was here. She'd be fussing at everybody about all the fighting and arguing. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Believe me. Believe me. I have let them go at each other. I have let them scream. I have let them just release it. And it doesn't seem to do any good. It doesn't seem to do any good. Nobody is going to be the first one that says we need to stop this crap. Well, actually, Lips did say that, but I haven't been watching them to see if they're all bickering again or not. I mean, obviously they are. But it does get out of hand because you want to be supportive of all these people, but it just gets to a point where it's exhausting. It gets exhausting. For real. And I hate that because I usually sit back and love to watch a few of them talk and have fun and things like that. I wish I could partake on certain creators' marriage and other. Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. I would have loved to have heard what she had to say about that. And, you know, even after the fact, in one way or another, we all feel like we could have been better friends. We could have done better, right? But I did care about her. I did care about her. We were just kind of like on two different wavelengths. For real. And there's a lot of people that pop over in the channel every once in a while and gives me a wave that I met over there. And I love that. I love when that happens. I absolutely do. But I need to find that song that Genevieve and Nano wrote. I'm flipping through to see if I can find it. Do you guys remember Tina the Preacher? Nana never once spoke bad or unkind about to me. She spoke with respect and love. I wish that day when she came over and popped into my chat, I wish I would have asked her to come up on panel. And I know that I was talking about I believe I was talking about stuff that had happened when I was younger. And she asked me about the box, the dreaded box. And I told her I didn't know because she was the one who covered the box stuff. I never covered the box with Summer's name on it. I think she was good to everybody. Friggy on Bix would be our behind the scenes gossip for sure. Oh, yeah, Curse. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, you know, you can come up here on this panel anytime you want, Cursed. Nobody ever comes up and talks to me. Yeah, she had that twang to her, didn't she? She did. But Tina the preacher, she would always sing songs and stuff. Yes, should I show it or not? Well, no, I don't have to show it, Cursed. It's just that allegedly someone said that they never said an unkind word about Myra. And so these other people or this person is trying to prove her wrong. And in doing so, she's putting out text and things like that. It's too freaking much. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know where that text come from either. But everyone who really knowed Myra from the beginning, when she first started her channel, Myra did not hide. Myra did not hide. She didn't hide her life. She didn't put her whole life out there, but she didn't lie about things that were going on in her life at all. And let me tell you guys something. Somebody could come out tomorrow and say, I knew Myra. She said you were a piece of shit. She couldn't stand you. You were a bitch. Whatever. Would it hurt my feelings? Probably. But not enough to start verbally attacking other people over it. I want to see the text message exchange too, because it's one side. Hey, Jude, don't make it sad. That's not the way the song goes. See, you ain't come around, dang it. I forgot the words. You got to come around more. Lady? Hey, lady. Exactly, discovering the truth. Exactly. But no, Myra didn't hide. Okay? No, you probably don't, Cursed. You probably don't. But basically, Myra didn't hide who she was. Myra didn't hide the struggles in her life that she had. Um, Myra became very successful, in my opinion, on YouTube. That is how. she brought money into her home to take care of herself and her family. There was nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. And she did struggle, and she did worry about being able to, you know, get her bills paid and things like that. And let me tell you, there's nothing that is something we all go through. We all go through it. Now, the thing about it is, does that make the person that is going through something, and they're trying to make YouTube basically a way that they can make money or extra money, does that necessarily make the person feel good about themselves, that this is what they have to do? It is hard. It is hard for some people, not all of them, to speak to people about their money situations, right? It's hard. Well, that's the whole point. There's so much shit that ain't none of nobody's business. But by putting out something where you're questioning or calling somebody else a liar, you're putting out something about Myra. I guess that's what I'm saying, right? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So I don't know. Maybe I'm just a goober head. But it had me feeling some kind of way. You. I mean, look, this is the only thing. I don't want anybody to, if I show this, I don't want anybody to feel like I'm disrespecting. It's Tina Hasapina. Tina Hasapina put it out. It was from, I would have to pull it up. I don't even have it pulled up. I'll just tell you, I'll give you an idea of what it says without having to pull the whole thing up. And I like Tina Hasapina. I think that she's very good at putting videos and stuff together and putting them out. So the thing about it is, I'm not talking bad about her either. For real. Okay, so hold on. Hold the freak on. Okay, so they got Roe clipped saying she would never disrespect Nana's Angels. Now, look, this is just the way I feel. I could be wrong. People may not agree with me, but who the fucking would I be to, like, okay, this is just an example. This is just an example. Who would I be that I might go to Flies and say, you didn't have a relationship with Nana. How dare you? How dare you? You didn't have a relationship with her. Who the fuck? I am not going to sit and tell anybody about their relationship, personal relationship with fucking anybody else at all. Well, Lips and Nana were friends, you guys, right? Thank you, Jude. That's the way I feel. Or lack of a relationship. Exactly, Sandy. But I'll just give you a little idea of what it says. Okay, so allegedly there's a text from Roe. I don't know what was said beforehand. I'm not a betting person, but she probably got them. Yeah. Yeah, you could be right. I've got text. I've never deleted my text from Nana. Never. And I've never put out one text between Myra and I. I never have. And I don't do that because they're bad text. I don't do it because what me and Myra always talked about, they were always A-B conversations. So I'm just going to show you. So allegedly, this is a text that Roe did. I don't know who she's talking to, but it says, now, obviously she's answering somebody, okay? She's answering something that somebody has texted her. I agree with you. I'm going to move forward with your idea. I had been thinking kind of the same, and it only makes sense. Don't know what the fuck she's talking about. If stuff keeps going, I will worry about it. Hopefully, some thought it over during the hour since and do the same. And thank you. You guessed something. I should be over it by now. I am not, and it is hard making it through every day still, but I'm trying the best I know how. Should have some think I should be over it, not you. Sorry. I do know that Nana and Roe spoke a lot about Roe's children. Roe and Nana had a speaking relationship. Okay? And I don't know how extensive that relationship is or was. And it wasn't none of my fucking business. I guess me and my people over here were different different characters. I would never go through my chat and say, Debbie Nelson, you hang out over at Cow Patty Lady's channel. How dare you? I would never say that to Debbie. I love Debbie. She can go where she wants. She is a grown woman. I am woman. Hear me roar. Meow. Meow. Okay.
So profound, and I like his rhythm, and I like his.
Get that music going, girl. All right. This is also Ro. I only do lives because I know. Okay. So she's basically saying that she only does her lives at night to be respectful of Justin and the lab and Smiley and whoever. So Ro does hers a little bit later. But apparently that means that, like some kind of a substance addict, and I don't even know what to say anymore because I want to rage so bad and say things that are going to come out and sound so trashy, and it'll be dissected that I'm the ass because nobody wants to consider how much shit has been said to me, how many times that I've been attacked from the beginning with Nana all the way up has been orchestrated by Lips and innocent until proven guilty, and I don't give a shit. Who says that a female, just like all the stuff that I said about Dawn? Did you watch the interview room? Everything I said, they said, why? Because, like I said before, I'm a direct product. Do you hear or see anything what I've showed you so far? Nana's not being attacked. What she's saying is she feels like that there were other people that caused a rift in her and Myra's relationship. Common sense. Where's my ruler? If that's how she feels, what's the big deal? I'll make that rhyme. If that's how she feels, what's the big deal? Knowledge is power's been saying that for a long time. She felt that her and Nana's Angel's relationship took a turn because of other people. And if that's what she believes and that is her truth, who the fuck needs to say anything about it? I don't know. I'm just explaining to you guys this shit. I don't even know why. Fucking crazy.
And then I pause a moment and I start to realize.
Now, I can't hardly read this because of that. I really don't have time. I mean, there's a point to it, just tell me the point. I really don't have time to just watch something just to watch it. Got a lot on my plate right now. Apparently, I got to deal with this shit too because it's like these MFers is just not going to stop until what I'm just going to have to do a 3-point effing diagram and connect the effing, I think she meant to say dots. So, like, it's more than obvious what is effing more than obvious. But no, these people keep like cuddling the people who like potentially unalived a freaking baby just so they can make money. You can live comfortably in wherever you're living, knowing you got that money off the back of an effing abuse and likely basically effing tortured little girl that takes a special. I'm lost. I shouldn't have played this because I am fucking lost. So obviously, she's telling them that they were making money using the name of a little child. That is something that everybody freaking says. Yep, all of them. All of them. Not just one of them, all of them.
Lies he's telling. Lies, 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 lies.
Okay, so here we go. Can I ask you what makes you think she lives in a motel? This was back in August of 2023. Knowledge is Power says she said it a couple times when I first started watching her. And she did. Myra stayed in a motel. She didn't hide that fact. After the motel is when she got the trailer and went and lived in the trailer. So, where is anyone fucking lying?
Lies, lies, lies,
Make it make
lies,
sense.
lies, lies.
That's not technically factual. This person is telling Roe, but this person, who is this person? Why aren't, who is this person? But this person says that's not technically factual, just saying, or some shit. Are you fucking kidding me? So Tina Rowe says, then she's a liar and she collected money for a lie. Because guess what? People helped Myra. There's nothing wrong with that. But Myra wasn't going to lie about something like that just to make money. Not that. Not that at all. So the other person said she could have moved or just been there for repairs on the home, just saying. I know why she moved to the motel. And guess what? I ain't fucking saying. But it wasn't for home repairs. So Rose says, I don't remember exact details off the top of my head, but I believe she stated she could not find an apartment or some shit like that. I don't know. I'll go back and find it because I'm tired of being told I'm fucking lying about this fucking trifling CUNT. She wasn't lying. And I'm going to use this as an example because this is what fucking happens. So she wasn't lying about the motel stuff at all. Myra didn't hide that. She didn't hide it. But then you got somebody coming in basically saying, you're fucking lying. So then the person that's being called out has to, okay, well, I will try to go find where I know that I'm not lying to prove to you that I'm not freaking lying. Did that make sense? Did that make sense? And we know Rose verbiage, okay? She gets a little feisty. Seems really soaking up about me stating something what seems to be the truth. And the more that they've reacted to it, the more
On the
it...
Motel TV, I dig the evangelist. Tell you all about.
It is sad to go get your real estate license and wind up living in a motel and a cook in a bar. Yep, I trust your judgment. I'm going to buy a house from you right away. Funny, same phone I was using when I did her panel, but now even though I said I was having phone problems, I didn't seem to be a problem for her that night, right? And it came out crystal clear when I was playing it. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So basically, what happens when people put out shit like this, people start asking questions. But guess what? They're not going to be asking if somebody's lying about a motel. They're going to be asking all these fuck shit questions about Myra. So instead of going, showing her a little respect, go hang out, play a couple of her videos. Does that mean everybody's got to go watch her just to see and find where somebody thinks she's not telling the truth about something? Do you guys see what I'm saying? That's why I really didn't even want to play this. But I wanted you guys to understand what got my fucking goat today, I guess. She even done a couple lives at the motel. I was so proud of her. I was proud of, you know what? Yeah, she was supposed to get an apartment. And I don't really want to put Myra's business out here. But she got to the motel, right? So this guy, I believe it was a gentleman, had told her that he had an apartment she could rent, but she would need to go in and basically clean up after, I believe, an elderly woman had passed away in it. I can't remember though. Something like that. Because I would always tease her that there was an old lady around her. So when she got to the motel, she did start working at this little restaurant. I think it was across the street or right down from the motel or something. And I'll never forget, she called me and she was like, "Girl, that's the nastiest place I've ever been in." And I'm like, "They're serving food." She was like, "It is so disgusting." She said, "I can't do it. I can't do it." And I was like, "You got YouTube. You got YouTube." It seems thinks they know Nana's personal life, but in fact, they only knew what they thought they were seeing through her YouTube channel. Thank you, Cursed. Thank you. And I think that's what bothers me. Do you guys understand why this bothered me? It bothered me because you may be calling somebody out and calling somebody a liar. But you're putting it's Myra that's being questioned here. Does that make sense? Am I looking at this all wrong? If I am, please feel free to tell me. Please feel free to tell me. Yes. Yeah. Well, I mean, Curse, that's his content. He can start a live and sit there for 5 hours and not have to say a word. And not have to say a word. I agree, Flies. I agree. She definitely, it was an inspirational story. It really was. And there were times that I wish I could have helped her. But I didn't, monetarily and stuff, I just couldn't. Um, but if I could have, I would have, for sure. And a lot of people say if she was that ill, why did she come on and do a live stream? That was the way she brought in her income. That was the way she brought in her money. And when you start having to depend on a YouTube channel to help make ends meet in real life, it's not easy. It's not easy. It does become stressful. You have to be careful about what you say. You got to try to, not mess up on the community guidelines. And, you got to be careful whose content that you show and getting copyright struck and things like that. It's not an easy thing when you're having to take something that may have started out as something that you did. With Myra, it was to bring awareness to Summer's case. And it had to take a different turn. Okay. So, you're right, it is. There's quite a few more people besides somebody that's about to get something with it. Nana's number something. This person says, I haven't been back on her channel. Something else happened. Rose said, I got a missing friend, my own shit going on. Honestly, give a shit about this kid. I honestly give a shit about this kid. If that offends the money grabbing pieces of shit, I don't know what to say. But I didn't backtrack nothing. I ain't changed what I had to say about the whole thing, one iota. But I know somebody else who has. I mean, let's just start with the first contact. That won't happen to you, and blah, blah, blah. And the way she acted when I was up there. It's sad to go get your real estate license. I don't know who went and got their real estate license. I really don't. I didn't hear about anybody getting a real estate license. What the fuck's this got to do? What's this got to do with Nana living in a fucking motel? I'm not giving her blank out, especially after she tried to ambush me. I still extended myself to her. I don't trust her. Why would I give her my email or have a confidential conversation with her? It's going to twist it to her advantage. Not letting anybody take advantage of me. Already proven to me. That doesn't sound to me like she's talking about Myra. Because Rode wouldn't have had to give Myra her email and stuff because they already knew each other. It's just sad. Yes, I love your channel, Cursed. Yeah, yeah. Myra wanted to do that live because she had promised them that she was going to do it. Yeah, that is a one-sided conversation right there. But I mean, with all the players, and it's like, let's talk good about Myra. I never cared where she lived at. I never looked at it like that at all. But Tina the preacher, she used to be up there all the time. See, the thing about it was, we never hid who we were over at Myra's. Nobody had to change their name 500 times. Nobody had to do that. I went over there as me, under my name, my full name. And also under Remain Calm. I have never changed my name since I started on YouTube. And that not even, I have always been Remain Calm. I've never been anybody different. And was I probably naive? When I first went up on Myra's panel, was I probably naive on using my real name? Probably, but I never felt I had anything I had to worry about, right? Ooh, I get you. Yeah. There are a lot of people who they will not budge if they're wrong about something. And they will fight, and never admit that maybe something's a little wrong, for sure. Let me get our butterflies back. Butterfly, fly away. Fly away into the day. Butterfly, fly away. I only changed my mind once, and I was dumb enough to use my real name till I joined the TC, and now crazy people calling DSS. That is. I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. I would never pick up my phone in the state that I live in to call law enforcement in a totally different state because somebody made me mad on YouTube. But I guess who are any of us? Who are any of us to take away somebody else's truth? For real. I'm sorry, but I am not no better than freaking anybody else. Okay, we're going to, I'm going to read you guys a song by Jay. I know, I don't get swatting people either. Okay, this is a song by Jay, That was written, it's called Summer Song, and it was written May of 2022. In a quiet little room, a small girl lays crying. Her search rages on. There's no one beside her. Somewhere in the night, guided by a light, in the twinkling of an eye, how amazing to me, where is this place I see? Here's the chorus. Some say it's a dream, it's only on my mind. I know it's such a real thing. How can they be so blind? I still smell the flowers, but the most important part, the light that shone about me, still shines inside my heart. How quickly darkness fades. I fear no death, nor grave or tomb. Into my waiting eyes, a valley filled with flowers in bloom. Oh, the sights and sounds, fragrance all around. Ahead, what do I see? This can't be a dream. It's Jesus looking back at me. As fast as I can run, his outstretched arms to welcome me, held him in my arms. There's no place I'd rather be. He spoke these words to me. It's your time, you see. Now years have come and gone, and inside my heart, his love still shining on and on. Hold on, I want to read the chorus one more time. Some say it's just a dream. It's only on my mind. I know it's such a real thing. How can they be so blind? I still smell the flowers, but the most important part, the light that shone about me, still shines within my heart. Dedicated to Summer Wells, missing since June 15, 2021. Jay, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for sending that. And if you have music to it, feel free to send me the link and I'll listen to the music you have with it. That is beautiful, Jay. Wow. That is a talent. A talent. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for emailing me that, really. Wow. I'll give you a standing ovation, Jay. That's so beautiful. You know, there were so many of us that did little songs, and you know, we really put a lot of things out that came from our hearts with this little girl. Um, you know, Summer, I had such a hard time. I know when I wrote the Appalachian Princess, I just my heart broke, and like I talked about before, and I've talked about my childhood and stuff before, and I don't try to talk about it a lot anymore. Um, it kind of gets to where, uh, you know, uh, some people don't want to hear it, but that is true. When with Summer, I just felt like that. Summer was me. Summer was me 55 years before she went missing. I could just know in my mind what I went through. My mother having some of the same issues that her mother had. I know what transpired in my life because of that, and it was heartbreaking to me to think that a little girl, all these years later, was possibly, and I have to say possibly because we don't know, going through the same things. And I think that a lot of us, um, thank you, Flies, for putting my Amazon wish list up there, and the Facebook group, and the membership link, and my Cash App. You guys, I'm really bad about that. I never put, there's my Cash App. If anybody wants to Cash App me, I will love you forever. My problem is, I don't know why. Um, I love coming on YouTube. I love getting with you guys. I love having different conversations and, figuring things out together. And I don't think YouTube likes me very much. Very seldom um, do they, it's always, instead of just running my ads, it's always do this or do that, or, they do, of course, let me keep like super chat and super thanks and stuff like that. But when it comes down to the advertisement, right? I'm glad you're back, Flies. I'm glad you're back. And I was going to tell you guys too. I'm going to show you. Flies does a lot of. Let me find it, girl. Oh my God! Look at that butterfly. That is so beautiful. Crochets. Oh, I'm sorry. Which is it, Flies? Don't. I know if I was standing in front of you, you would slap the shit out of me. She crochets. Am I thinking right? Or do you, whatever the hardest thing is? Whatever the hardest thing is. Oh, thank you, Jay. You definitely touched our hearts with that one. You sure did. Uh, um, gotta find it. Love is in the air. Oh, I was gonna tell you guys too. There were people trying to say that H. Davis was blocking them and stuff like that. And he wasn't. He wasn't at all. And, it kind of hurts his heart. All right, wait, I'm trying to find it. You just sent me the picture. I'm going to get mad at myself here because I know. Oh, I got it. I got it. I got it. This is one of the things that Flies makes. Isn't that freaking cute? And then she does, you do a hand towel with that too, right? I used to knit and hand embroidery and cross stitch and hand quilt. Your eyes are slacking. I know, Sandy, when she was working, it was like I didn't know what to freaking do. It's a sign. Don't show the hot mess. Oh, be quiet. I love that, though. I love it. But, Flies, drop your email. What people's got to realize, though, is, you know, she works really hard on this stuff. She puts her time in, and yarn nowadays is a lot. So, also, when you have to mail something off, that's went up too. Oh, there's Tina. Tina, I'll drop the link if you want to come up here. Yes, H. Davis. I wanted to say that for you since you emailed me and brought it to my attention. Tina Pina. What are you going by now? Tina Hasapina or Tina's Pina? Because it's changed on your channel. Oh, you didn't miss a whole lot, Age. We were just kind of reminiscing about Nana's Angels and talking about some of the funny stuff she did. And so you didn't miss a whole lot. But no, H. Davis sent me proof that he had not blossomed anyone anywhere. Yeah, that's so funny. You've been a bad little girl, you have. Especially environmental friendly and non-allergenic yarn. I get the washer and dryer friendly stuff so it don't fuzz up. You want to try? We're not dogging on you, sweetie. We are not. Oh, you tried to be a bad little girl? There's a link if you want to grab it. I know that you can go up on panels, Tina. I saw you. I saw you. I don't get what you were doing. I guess my question is, why 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 was the motel mentioned? I don't get where you proved I don't get where you proved the lying part. Oh, so it was basically a letter to you. And let Tina, I'm gonna tell you, I think that you could do some kick-ass videos, and I've seen some of the ones you've done, and I'm here to tell you, I've told you before, I think you're very talented. I don't personally care. It's not my business who you do videos and stuff about, not at all. I personally don't care about Roe or whatever. That's not, I'm not in that fight. I stay in my lane where that goes. But I think what kind of bothered me, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not going to sit back and talk shit behind the scenes. What bothered me was because, something, and it wasn't a personal thing. Myra didn't hide the fact, about the motel and stuff, but it was like, you know, um, being brought into question, I guess. I just felt that and it's just me. It's just the way that I seen it. It was more maybe would lead people to question things about Myra and not so much knowledge is power. But that's just me. I mean, that's just me. But I agree. I agree. You didn't like my channel, H? I don't know what you're talking about, you little whippersnapper. Look, I don't care how much them people fight back and forth. I really don't. I really don't. That is not my fight. I'm staying in my lane. I have done my best to um, let them fight it out. I am not going to, I'm just not going to, put myself in a position where, um, I'm watching that stuff anymore. Um, I get your stuff, Tina, because I'm sub to you. I am sub to you, Tina Hasapina. I learned to let a lot of people lie if they will. I don't have the energy to figure out. That's like me, Katie Ann. Yeah, I don't have any horse in the race for sure. But that's like me. That is like me. I don't have time to go find all this stuff that, people be like, some drums from my collection because you asked if I drummed. Yes, sir. I did. You're absolutely right. I did ask you that. Because I looked at I looked you up, young man. Young man, young man. Wow. That's your collection? Wow, you got a big collection. You got a big collection there, Jay. That's freaking awesome. Can I show them? I have to ask your permission to show them before I show them. So, Nana's Angels, Myra should be used as a legacy and information channel. Her memory deserves so much more than be involved in a fight to hurt another. All sides needs to stop. I agree, but I don't think they are. This is Jay's drum set, you guys. Look at all those drums. Wow. You must be a busy guy. For real. And I did love your song about summer. That's a lot. Are you Travis Barker, Jay? Are you Travis Barker in disguise? I don't know what's true and what's not, but I do recognize hate when I see it. These types of channel. Yeah, I'm not gonna be watching them anymore either. I'm not. I just can't. Absolutely, I agree. The drummer is the heartbeat of the band. Oh, Don and Candace have it? That's really cool. That's really cool. I never thought about sending them the Appalachian Princess. I mean, I'm sure Candace heard it. You know, I'm sure somebody passed it along her way. I hope so anyway. For sure. But I can say this, if I ever pass away, don't y'all use me in the middle of no bickering shit. You best be, when you talk about me, you best be making jokes. I want jokes. I want a lot of jokes. I want y'all to be like, that bitch remain calm. Remember when she did this? Remember when she said that? She was cuckoo. She was loony. But she was a funny loony. Okay? Y'all got it? Yes, I will, Jay. Cursed. I will do that. I will put that on the community post. Absolutely. Thank you, Cursed, for throwing that at me. Because it is beautiful. It is beautiful. A good-hearted loony. That's right. Yeah, I hope you guys roast me. Yep, blame it all on me. You were lucky, singer, songwriter, drummer. It made your job easy. I bet. I don't know. I mean, I punish my people over here because I make them listen to me sing all the time. If I have something to say, it usually turns out to be a song. For real. Even the Barney song. We even sing the Barney. Well, no, we ain't never sang the Barney song. I don't know. Didn't Barney end up being a psycho or something? Yes. Send pictures of the blankets. Blythe is going to send me some pictures of some blankets that she's done. And this is one of the little things that she does up there. I want you guys to make sure that you get her email. And if you're ever interested in one, get with her, talk with her about it, and, see how things go. Like I said, a lot of people, when they see someone doing things, people may say, oh, well, that costs too much. But I don't think people realize, even with yarn, the price has went up so much. Then, I mean, for a little card, it's like $5 to mail it. I am not kidding. Cletus is Flies' manager. Cletus is also my manager. And my security guard. So, yeah. Make sure you drop Cletus's email, because if anybody has a problem, you must email Cletus, and Cletus will act accordingly. Oh, also make sure you show receipts to Cletus. It has quadrupled. And the butch spray. Yeah, the bitch spray. Yeah, I got it. It's here somewhere. I ain't had to use it lately. There you guys go. There's Cletus's email. CletusVonPelt1 at gmail.com. I know I haven't had to pull it out for a while. But, look, I just have a feeling what's going to happen because I really wasn't going to show those emails or text messages or whatever, but I was not doing it to call anybody out or say that anybody is wrong for what they're thinking or what they believe. Like I said, that is a lane that I'm staying in. So if we wake up tomorrow and remain calm as a dirty dog bitch, then y'all know why. Yeah, Cletus is a stickler for receipts. Absolutely. You have a funny bowling story? Oh, you had football practice and bowling. You know what, H? That's what I love about you coming and letting us know things that you do. You are busy all the time. You got school, and then you got all these extra clickery. I can't say it. I cannot say it tonight. Dang it. Is Lucy Cletus's husband? Lucy who? Hell no, Cletus wouldn't marry anybody named Lucy. Mm-mm. Wife, that was me, not autocorrect. But no, all we ask, and it's not only me, it's many of us just ask that y'all can rip each other's heads off all you want to, but please don't, maybe find a different thing that you think that they've not told the truth about, and because I absolutely, absolutely, absolutely did ask that it quit being said that people made Nana, pass away. So make a funny video, Tina. Make a funny video for me of Nana's angels. Get her laughing. I love listening to her laugh. And maybe we'll take a day a week and go back and start watching her stuff. We could do that. We sure could. I'm going to have to find Genevieve's song that it was her and Nano for Life wrote it or something. And I do understand, the coming in and you did a commercial. You're a TV star. H, I want your autograph. I want your autograph. Photograph. I don't want your. I don't need your. Can you believe it's 10:30? Y'all know I don't stay up this late. I can't sleep since Todd's gone. It's so hard. It's so hard for me to go to sleep at night. It's fucking weird. Because when Todd was home, we would go to bed so early because he would get up and go to work. It's 7:25 there. That is true, H. You have many, many medals. You absolutely do have many, many medals. Oh, I'm having too much fun tonight? Well, Jay, you just obviously ain't been around Remain Calm's channel too much. Because we can have a lot of fun over here. Oh, trying to guess the creator? Yeah, she had some game nights for sure. Lord have mercy, Jay. You'll have to come over when we have a roast. And we're having one next weekend. But I can't tell you who it is. I used to go to bed early and rise early when my husband was alive, too. I know, Debbie. I can't get back. I just can't get back on schedule like I need to. For real. Plus, I miss him. I mean, me and Chad went to the grocery store today, and we were coming home, and I said something to him, and he the way that he reacted was exactly the way that Todd always reacted when I would say something to him. I was like, damn, he's got a lot of his dad in him for sure. He really does. Believe me, I recognize a few in here. Yeah, we pretty good people over here. Yeah, I'll tell you what's sad is when, you've got a channel that's really a good channel and people enjoy it. And, when sometimes when a creator gets kind of ganged up on, because you got your YouTube gangs, okay? You got cliques, they all hang around with each other or whatever. And when you get 3, 4, 5 people continuously on you about something, uh, you know, accusing, and it takes a lot out of some of the creators, and they actually will just stop. They'll just stop doing their channel. They'll just stop doing their channel. And I always find that sad. I always find that sad. But the thing about it is, I don't feel the need to have to, attack anybody um, over how I feel about something. I just believe that you can always be able to tell somebody how you feel um, without attacking them. Am I human? Have I probably said some fuck shit before? Absolutely. Absolutely. And yeah, flies is just a pesky fly. We love her though. We love our flies. For real. You found the Christmas poem you wrote? Well, send it to me. See, that's what I said. Oh, thanks, Sandy. Was anyone with Nana that last live when we were concerned about her headache? I believe her son was with her there. Right? Am I wrong, you guys? Nana's son was with her, right? I know that he stayed with her. Yeah, her son was home. Thank you, Kirst. Yeah. No, Corey, he was asking if somebody was physically there with her. You just emailed me the commercial? Oh my goodness. Am I going to get in trouble if I show it? Oh, this is the Special Olympics. I'm not going to get in trouble for showing this, H. Davis. Am I? You little whippersnapper? Implies was too. All right. We're going to show this. I'm going to subscribe to the Special Olympics of Indiana. We have a TV star in the house. Our one and only H. Davis. Let me get it all set up here, H. All right, here we go.
Special Olympics Indiana empowers people with intellectual disabilities to reach their fullest potential, both on and off the playing field. Every athlete in the Indiana counties we serve has the desire to compete, learn, and have fun. Yet, not all of these athletes will get to experience the triumph of a new personal best, the empowerment of developing a new skill, the celebration of team, because we need coaches. You don't have to be currently coaching or even have coaching experience. Bring your compassion, excitement, and joy. Your coaching skills will develop over time because we will grow together. The need has never been greater.
Be our fun, heart,
There you are.
mentor, hero, friend.
You can be what we all need. Be our coach. Go to soindiana.org/beourcoach to learn.
Yay! Good job, H. Davis. You want me to be a coach? You want me to chase you around with my ruler? Would that make you run fast? I'll follow y'all around and chase you around with my ruler. Yeah, she had her game night, yeah. That is cool. So cool, H. Congratulations. Nana was a lot of people's friends. You didn't have to be a mod for her to be her friend, for real. I mean, gosh, even when I quit modding for her, and I was still watching her channel, but I mean, we still talked a few times here and there. That I'm so glad for you, H. For real. Congratulations, buddy. Congrats on that. I love good news. I really do. But yeah, I mean, these guys on YouTube, they're not going to stop bickering back and forth. And, you know, like I said, as far as that shit goes, I'm staying in my lane. I'm not fighting with anybody. It's exhausting to fight with people all the time. I don't care who calls out who. Don't make me no never difference. Ain't gonna change my life none. And maybe it really didn't matter. I mean, Nana did talk about, you know, staying at the motel and stuff, and so it was out there, but I don't know. Maybe I just look at things differently than a lot of other people do, you know? For real. And believe me, I pay the price for that a lot. I really do. I don't talk about it that much, but I pay the price for, you know, I guess just being myself sometimes. Yeah, we know that, Corey. Good news chariots are coming. I don't want to leave me behind. Hang on, girl. Let me look. Let me look. Here it is. Okay. Now I'm going to share a Christmas poem that was written by none other than Flies on the Coastlaw. Our Christmas wish. As the Christmas season gives us pause, we just ask for one thing from you, Santa Claus. Please be ever so kind. It's that blue-eyed angel we wish to find. Santa, please, we are all on our knees, praying for her to come home, because that's all we need. We wake up and to the bright sun shining, but it's her beautiful face we are wishing of finding. I know her family misses her so much, and it's her sweet cheeks they are longing to touch. Her army fell in love with her at first sight, and we pray for her every day with all of our might. We wonder if she's safe and carefree. Does she have lots of gifts under the Christmas tree? Is she still playing and swinging? Or is she with Jesus on his birthday and his grace is all she's seeing? We have cried so many tears, and we all wonder, does she have any fears? Her name is Summer Moon Utah Wells, and we need to hear all the stories she can tell, like where she was, what she did, and stare at her in amazement because she's got so big. So it's with humble hearts and on bended knees that we hope this Christmas she will come back. Oh Lord, hear our pleas. What a wonderful Christmas if snow be on the ground, but most importantly, if she was to be found. That would heal a lot of hearts and ease a lot of minds, and no better present could anyone ever find. Wow, flies! Jay, flies, that you guys are freaking so talented. Flies, that is so good. That is so good. And let me just ask you guys this, because usually when I get stuff like this and I get to read it, I want to do it. And maybe if anyone else has anything, a poem or a little song or anything, please email it to me, and we will give these their own special time. With what we were talking about tonight, y'all know that when we're talking about a child or something, I try not to put them together. But how beautiful. Wow. There is a lot of talent. There's so much talent in all you guys. How beautiful, though. How beautiful. And you guys pegged her just so much. Create a little book of songs for myself. Oh, Jay, I would probably have a whole library. That's all I do all the time is sing. Sing, sing, sing. I had it set up for a little while that with my granddaughter, and it used to drive her crazy. But when we would be talking about something, I would say, well, sing it to me. So if she said, like, hey, let's go to Walmart, then I would be like, you want to go to Walmart? Come on, get in the car. We're going to go to Walmart. We're going to go down the aisle, the sale aisle. Yep. It would drive her crazy. She'd be like, Nana, really? Really, Nana? You wrote a poem about AIDS back in the 80s? Well, send it to me and we'll mail it to Ernie, Sandy. This guy wasn't, yes, I believe he was sub. She done a Christmas thing that year. I crocheted an angel to go on my tree in honor of her, and write that in like 30 minutes. Wow, you wrote that in 30 minutes? That's really good. I'm like that too. This is just the way I am. If I get an idea in my head and start writing something, I don't want to stop. So I'll just keep writing, and then I might go back and gig it up a little bit, right? And but yeah, if I start writing something, I just try to continue it without stopping, and edit it after I'm done. So just bugs me. All the beautiful ornaments and trees and stuff is gone. Nobody can see the outpouring of love now. Yes, because Dynamite had that on her channel, didn't she? When she took all that stuff down. Oh, yeah. I used to sing a song on my channel, I think, when I would come on early in the morning. It would be, wake up, remain calm is on. I used to sing a song to one of my subs' husbands, I think. Oh, good morning, it's remain calm here. Wake up, you little feisty fellas. We are gonna have a fabulous day. That ain't exactly how it went. I just made that up. All right, I've been running my mouth for 2 hours and 45 minutes. Nobody wanted to come up and share any lovely stories about our Nana's Angels, but you guys make sure, go over there and check her stuff out, okay? Go over. That's right, whippersnappers. Whippersnappers, you whippersnappers. My little crypties, you whippersnappers. JSB got it took down for restreaming her. Lord help us. I don't agree with that either. I just don't agree with striking channels and stuff like that. But then again, I think if somebody puts out something that may not be true or something like that, all you got to do is, personally get a hold of that person and ask them to take it down and or edit it out or something like that. Um, you know, and if they don't, all you can do is keep asking. Is all you can do. Dang, an ambulance out that way? Oh, that is so cool, Jay. And it was perfect. It was perfect. It's just nice when you guys can show how talented you are. We're not just names here, okay? I know that we all go by names all the time, but there's more to everybody than what you see, for real. There is. I mean, Flies, I never thought she wrote a poem, but she did, and it's really good. And then she also crochets and does a lot of other things. For real. We all have a superpower. Some of our superpowers can kind of be the same, and then some of our superpowers are totally different from each other. And some of our superpowers, some people are just like, I have a superpower, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. Right? Well, that's one person that is close enough to definitely let us know. Do you guys remember the psychic after Myra died that came out? Flies, do you remember that? Remember there was a psychic, I think, or something that said that they were talking to Nana? I can't remember who it was off the top of my head. For real. I don't know I can't remember if it was her or not. Said that Nana was communicating with her or something. And I ain't saying it didn't happen. Wow, really, Flies? You should put it together. Put them together. Do a little book. John B was on her channel, was on Another Realms channel. Yes, and the kids asked her to stop. She got mad and said she wouldn't stop. Wow. I could say I could give my opinion on Don B, and I think I've given it before. But I don't have the breath to waste on that guy. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I remember the Electric Medium. I remember him. Where do broken hearts go? Can they find their way home? Back to the loving arms of the ones who's waiting there. And if somebody loves you, don't they always love you? I'm not a good singer, Jay, but I sing all the time anyway. I make people listen to me sing. He stopped talking to Nana after he's... There was a lot more to that, Corey. A lot more to that. So... I've been... Because of you, Flies, I've been on a Linkin Park kick lately. It's all your fault. You made me listen to the new singer. And I'm not really fond of her. But I love when Chester sang Rolling in the Deep. He freaking can sing that song. There's a fire burning in my heart, reaching a fever pitch, and it's bringing me out to dark. Oh, the WICA lady freaked out. Yeah, she's pretty trippy, isn't she? For real. She said Dolly wasn't a real person. Shouldn't a psychic, Another Realm, know the pain she's causing Nana's family? They don't care. They don't care. She probably got a lot of people watching her. Yeah, I'm not crazy about her. I mean, nobody can sing like Chester. And I mean, there's a couple songs she doesn't sound bad at. But I was watching her today, and what she was doing was she was singing a song, and then she would just let the audience sing it. I'm like, how's that working out for you? You're not singing. The audience is singing. For real. What's that song I was singing? What was that? It's a Linkin Park song. I don't like my mind right now. Stacking up problems that are so unnecessary. Wish that I could slow things down. I want to let go, but there's comfort in the panic. And I drive myself crazy thinking everything's about me. Yeah, I drive myself myself crazy 'cause I can't escape the gravity. I'm holding on. Why is everything so heavy? Holding on. So much more than I can carry. Someone is a billionaire today using voice correct. Any guesses? Someone is a billionaire today using voice correct. You mean like, oh wait, they're a billionaire? You paid to vote for, you paid to call somebody lame, right? Is that what it was? She is. Oh, she is? Oh, yeah, because I don't know. If you guys look into her, it's really weird because her mom and dad are way up in the science of tology. You know what I mean? So it's pretty wild. Pretty wild. Oh, she was just your boat? I don't know. We still haven't done Wanker Island over here. I need to get that going. I need to get the Wanker Island started. But the problem is, you know, when I say Wanker Island, I mean people who are acting like wankers, right? Are you kidding, Jay? Nuh-uh. No way. Not TS. Wow. Someday I'll be living in a big old city, and all you're ever gonna be is mean. Why you gotta be so mean? I wanted Charlie K to play that song. He wouldn't do it. I didn't know why. I was like, why not? It's a good song. He was being a dick. I was like, play it. Why you gotta be so mean? I stay out too late. Got nothing in my brain. That's what people say. Mm-hmm. That's what people say. Mm-hmm. I go on too many dates 'cause I can't make them stay. That's what people say. Mm-hmm. But I keep cruising. Can't stop, won't stop grooving. It's like I got this music in my mind saying it's gonna be alright. 'Cause the player gonna play, 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 play. I try to have rhythm. Taylor wrote it for him, I heard. Oh, I love Chester singing. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna show you guys something. This is, let me see if I can find it. Miley Cyrus sings Heaven at Chris Cornell. Tribute. Say hello to heaven, heaven, heaven. Say hello to heaven. All right, because I can, and I shouldn't get in trouble. I should not get in trouble. But if it stops, if my screen goes black, don't worry, it'll come back up because I didn't monetize this. I did not monetize. All right, here we go. Miley Cyrus singing Say Hello to Heaven at Chris Cornell's tribute. Like I said, if it goes black, just hang on. It's not going to take me anywhere, okay? I will find my way through the darkness back to you, for real.
Hello?
Chris Cornell tribute.
I'm live.
Okay,
We got someone live.
let me get her up here. Come on, Miley. There she
Can you do
goes.
this?
Do it, girl.
Oh, like a baby, lost like a river. The sky was a playground, but the cold girl was your baby. Oh, I said, oh, stargazer, she's got no tears but their eyes. Blue like a whisper, you know, love feels all with time. Now it seems like too much love was never enough. Yeah, you wanna take out, but not love. And that's what I'm Say hello to everyone.
Miley is a bad bitch. We love you, Miley. Love me some Miley Cyrus. Love her, love her, love her. Okay, wait. So, the dude that found the Kentucky shooter, wait. So he set up a GoFundMe to help with his YouTube channel. He was only supposed to get 25, and the other 10 was if he was found alive. But he threw a fit and he gets it all. How is that possible? If he was only supposed to get 25, how can he throw a fit to get the other 10 that was for if the man was found alive? He's a just, I'm afraid to even ask you what his channel name is. Come back to me, my little butterfly. Butterfly, fly away. You know who I love? Rihanna. Rihanna. I love her. I love that song she does with Eminem. I'm friends with the monster who lives under my bed. Yep, the buzzards found him first. Oh, you guys remember the buzzard story that Jody Sue said about her and Andy? Put a 1 in chat if y'all remember the buzzard story. Oh, that guy that you were talking about flies. Wow. Yeah, you were talking about them. That's right. All right, it's 11 o'clock. I'm getting off here. I might turn into a pumpkin or something. How should we end this? I don't know. What's your favorite song? 3, 2, 1, go. Put your favorite song in there. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. You and I like diamonds in the sky. I don't know that song. Corey, Black by Pearl Jam. I'd probably have to hear it. I'd probably know what it was. Oh, let me quickly tell you the buzzard story. So, Jody Sue says, that Andy whacks her around, tries to, all that stuff. And she's like, yeah, I was watching YouTube. I seen somebody with a video out. And, I knew where that place was. Summer was missing, right? And she was like, so me and Andy got in the car and we drove out there, and we played rock, paper, scissors to decide who was going to go and see what smelled like death, because Andy, he's squeamish. He couldn't handle the smell. Yeah, I'm going to stop talking about that right there before I say something that isn't very nice. That's what she said. And I was like, why would you get in a car with somebody who you say has tried to unalive you to go to a place where you say that something is unalived in a holler? You guys are throwing some songs at me. Ben Blackstone Cherry song titles sometimes. I will find it. JLR was still looking when only 4 buzzards were there. I don't know. Let me just tell y'all something. My old man was trying to unalive me. The last place I would go with him is up into the mountains to go find something else that was already unalive. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how scared a person could be to get in a car to go find something unalive with somebody who tried to unalive you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, does that sound silly or what? How she can say the things she said about hating kids. Oh, some people don't like kids, right? Well, I mean, yeah, she's weird. Mama got a squeeze box. God, I ain't thought of that song forever. Mama got a squeeze box she wears on her chest, and when daddy come home, he never gets no rest, 'cause she playing all night. and the music's alright. Mama got a squeeze box, Daddy never sleeps at night. Is that the one, Debbie? Is that it? For real? All right, let me find this song for flies. Let me find a song for flies. All right, wait, I gotta see. Where is it? Where is it again? Because I don't know the song, so we're gonna play it for her. Yeah, they were live when they found the guy. Yes. All right, flies. I'm looking. I'm coming back up in chat. I'm trying to find it. All right, tell me what it's called again. What'd you say? Black cherry or something? It took you a while to get the words to that. Yeah, that's an old song. I know, Rolling in the Deep. I love the way Chester does it, though. There's a fire burning in my heart, reaching a fever pitch, and it's bringing me out the dark. Finally, I see things crystal clear. I don't know what song Adele sings that I really like. She's got some good ones. Flies, I'm waiting patiently. All right. The band is Blackstone Cherry. Okay. Blackstone Cherry. Sometimes. Let's find it. Why not? Dang, that's an old song, isn't it? 10 years ago. All right, here we go. Here we go. I hope this is, oh, this is them. Oh, no, that says lyrics coming soon. All right. Good song, Flies. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, I was listening to the music. I'm sorry. I was listening to the music. I love music, you guys. I love music. I could, you know what? Literally, I could sit here all day and watch concert after concert after concert. Yep, that was unplugged for sure. I love Pink. Aw, love you too, Flies. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I know I get, you know, I don't talk about things to try to piss people off. I really don't. And I see where I try to see where everybody's coming from in a situation and try to understand. You know, I want to understand people. I don't want to just look at somebody and be like, okay, I've heard all this horrible shit about you. So, you know, I'm pegging you right now as a horrible person. I can't do that. I think that people's lives, their whole lives, is how they express themselves, things that's happened to them their whole lives, right? I try to, Sandy. I'm not perfect, though. For real. I love Nirvana. Oh, you like the Moulin Rouge one? That was her and Christina Aguilera. Who else was in that? I want to say Missy Elliott, but it wasn't Missy Elliott, I don't think. Hey, sister, soul sister. Hey, sister, go, sister. It was Missy Elliott. But yeah, I could sit and listen to concerts all day long. I really could. Music keeps me grounded, maybe. For real. My oldest daughter's first concert was Alanis Morissette. My youngest daughter's first concert was NSYNC. She had to see her some Justin, I guess. I used to listen to some crazy music. Oh, I know. When I was in high school, it was Phil Collins. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh, Lord. I heard that song a million times when I was in high school. That was the big thing. People would play it. And you built that wall. Yep. Oh, remember the Bay City Rollers? Saturday night. The only reason I remember them is because my girlfriend and her cousin went, and we were really young, and her mom was like, no, she can't go. So I didn't get to go. And guess what? So she come back and she said, I peed in my pants. And I was like, I'm glad I didn't go. I'm glad I didn't go with you. You would have been an embarrassment to wet yourself in front of the Bay City Rollers. Who does that? I went to a concert one time and a fucking guy behind me puked on my back. He puked on me. What do you fucking say to somebody after you puke on their back? You were in a music video? You were at Hooters? Is that what you're saying, Corey? You little whippersnapper, you. You ain't never told us about that life you had before. Oh, Corey was in a music video at Hooters. Who would have known, Corey? See, that's your hidden talent. You have a hidden talent. That's wonderful. For real. Oh, Hooters is the name of the band. Oh, I'm sorry, Corey. I thought you meant you were at Hooters and you guys made a music video. I take it back. Corey did not do a music video at Hooters. It's the name of the band. For real. Girl, you may just be in the crowd, but I bet there's a glow to you. I bet you had a bigger, brighter glow than any of the rest of them. I'm just saying. I believe it. Play that squeeze box. No freaking way. No way was I telling that guy that. Discovering the truth. That was not going to happen. And then he was like, can I walk you down to the bathroom so you can clean up? And I'm like, motherfucker, this is the only shirt I have. How the fuck do you want me to clean it up? So then It was like wet t-shirt contest. I had to freaking get my t-shirt wet. I think they did it on purpose. I think they thought they was going to see a little something, something. I had a bra on, though. He should have picked a lady without a freaking bra on. I'm telling you. Blame it on the rain, yeah, yeah. It was a full moon. You're right, Sandy. You're standing by a Volkswagen Bug. Wow. Oh, yeah. I don't know where the guy is today, but yeah, it wasn't very cool. It wasn't very cool what he did. All right. I'm going to sing you out on this one. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. You all are my good friends. Happy trails to you. And I will catch you guys later. What do you want to remind me next time? You did? You loved that song when you were little? We always had to, we always listened to country music, you know, Dolly and, oh, I know who I used to love, Randy Travis. I'm gonna love you forever, forever and ever, amen. As long as old men sit and talk about the weather, as long as old women sit and talk about old men, if you wonder if I'll ever be faithful. I can't remember the whole song. Jeremiah was a bullfrog, was a good friend of mine. I never understood a single word he said, but I helped him drink his wine. He always had a mighty fine wine. All right, my ass is off here. Peace out, you guys. Have a good night. Rest in peace, Nana. Rest in peace. I promise we're going to go back and start playing your stuff. We're going to do that for Nana and her family. Okay? Me and Flies was just talking about that the other day. Who was it? I'm a picking and I'm a grinning. We were talking about little old, what's her name? What was her name? What was her name? I forgot. Minnie Pearl. Minnie Pearl. But I'll tell you, Dolly Parton's made her a lot of money off of, you know. And I will always love you. Ooh, ooh. All right. Peace out. My ass is off here. Bye, you guys. I'll see you later. Have a good night. Listen to some music. Hang out. Thank you, Jay. Beautiful song. Thanks, Flies, for your beautiful poem. And Genevieve, I will find you singing that song, or your ass can come up on my panel and you can sing a song that I choose. Because if you ever see Genevieve, Genevieve's got a beautiful voice. She really does. So, peace out, everybody. I will catch you later.